Barker, very efficient, 6 of 10 from the floor, 20 points for the senior from Marietta to go along with 12 rebounds, another double-double for Janiyah Barker, and we will be seeing her in the W next summer for sure. She is the...
We are welcoming you back. We're had a timeout on the floor.
The truck that powers great game days and work days across Tennessee. Visit your Mid-South Ford dealer today.
Hey, girl, see you next summer.
Yeah, taking notes.
Oh, listen, Scout is already ready.
That's right.
For anybody that knows me,
Hard closeouts.
knows how I study, so they're already probably like, yeah, AC's got her Scout.
As I say, see, you're just a plant. This whole thing is a ruse.
See where I need to get better. Keep my eye on who's coming in.
And the three is good. By Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders.
You got your bullet points on all these kids coming out of college.
Yeah, let me tell you her weakness.
That's
I got
right.
you.
And the shot is good. We're in the lead by 38 points now. And it won't matter at all because the Middle Tennessee State, they will don't know what they're going to do. So, I know last year our Tennessee Volunteers had made it to the NCAA tournament. And of course, yeah. And the season before, our Tennessee Volunteers have suffered a heartbreaking loss in the semifinal against South Carolina. And the score was 73-74 in the SEC tournament in the semifinal because now South Carolina was on their way to the championship game. And I would say probably right after that, in LSU, well, I had to take on the Ole Miss Rebels, and there was some heartbreaking injury. It was Lance Tiapola. Because Lance Tiapola, she had hit her head hard when she took the charge, but anything else did not work out, and she had to go to the hospital. It's from neck to head. And it really causes her teammates to be emotional and tears and everything else. And of course, it's already had just happened already.
The bad, then that's something that can kind of kill their confidence. So yes, you do want to show the learning parts. Like I would absolutely show every single turnover that happened, just so you can see it. Because there's no better lesson than as a player, you're sitting there watching yourself make mistakes that you know better than. So as I'm sitting there watching a turnover where I'm dribbling up the sideline in the pressure, I'm sitting in film, like kind of just ducking down in my seat, like, ooh, that wasn't the best decision, but it forced you to be better.
What is it? What did he say?
They're going to wipe off the free throw attempt from Kyle Wynn.
Oh, no. Come on. For what?
Officials saying that Tennessee was baiting Middle Tennessee to jump early in the lane. Haven't seen that one either.
Can't do that.
No, they can't.
Contreras, pull up mid-range, just off the mark. .259 left to go in this one.
2:59 remains in the fourth quarter as the time is left.
Over the next few days, on the 24th, taking on Providence, and on the 25th, either Mississippi State or Alcorn State before they're back in this building. December 3rd to take on Belmont, and then again on the 7th to play Memphis.
Latham gets to go.
Not letting up here late in the fourth.
Yeah, they haven't. Their pressure is managed. That's something that, from my eyes as I'm watching this game, this is, I guarantee you, Coach Caldwell said today's game is about us, where we need to be, what we need to be focusing on, and it's not about our opponent tonight because she wants to get back to, or not even get back to, but just continue to develop who this team is going to be, what their identity is going to be, because they're up 40 points right now, and you still see the pressure has not let up. Everyone that's come off the bench is still very intense and aggressive. And so to me, that lets me know that this game was very much about Tennessee tonight.
Verhulst goes 1 and 2 as Kevin Yernick will check back in. McClendon takes a seat. 2:38 left. Tennessee back at the Food City Center in Knoxville on, I believe, the 23rd. That's Coppin State. So that's Sunday. And then they're at UCLA and then at Stanford for the ACC SEC Challenge. Back home against Winthrop on December 14th. And then they go to Brooklyn December 20th to take on Louisville. Brawl again to the rim. Brawl with 15 career high in her young Rocky Top career. The number 2 overall class of freshmen in women's college basketball this year for Kim Caldwell, and you see why here tonight.
Yeah. They have bright futures.
Gabby Yernick misses. And again, Middle Tennessee very, very high on their 8 freshmen. They have done such a good job recruiting, even internationally in the last few years.
I agree. And that's somewhere that just not even collegiate basketball is going, but even the pros is a lot more international. So, again, I know these are the growing pains of having all these young players, but as you look into next year and the years to come down the line, when you can have players that come in that want to be here, that aren't, this portal thing is just, it's so crazy right now in college basketball, but something that Coach Insel and them have told me is that they prided themselves on, they are recruiting players not based on what they can give them financially, it's what they can do here in Middle Tennessee, what their goals are, and then once they're here, it's like, okay, yeah, let's talk about NIL, because obviously it's a big part of it, but these are players that want to be here, so you look down 2-3 years down the line, and now these 8 freshmen are juniors and seniors, and what is that going to look like now on the national stage when they're here and have these years to build and grow and learn, and that can be something really special too.
Yeah, and Kim Caldwell telling us the same thing, like, hey, we are building for the future with this freshman class, and the freshman class that's coming in next year that's already highly touted. Like, yeah, we'll use the portal when we need to, but we want to build from a very young age and keep kids for 4 years and build our program that way, as Middle Tennessee has done for the last 21 seasons.
Yeah, because it's hard to start over every year, to change the system over again and build chemistry again. So if you can get players that want to be in your program, that want to be coached by you, and that's something that
we're under a minute to go in the fourth quarter.
From not only her peers in collegiate basketball, but from the pros too, the legends and the former Lady Balls that have come through the program. A lot of them have said they would have loved to play for her just because of her coaching style, her honesty, her level of accountability that she has. And so, if I'm a player, I want to play for somebody like that.
Verhulst with the heat.
Air ball.
5 seconds left in this one.
$35 seconds remains in the fourth quarter.
85-41. 5-second difference between shot and game.
And we're in the lead by
3. This one's no good.
44. So it won't matter at all because we have put up a win.
With this young squad, certainly hit a brick wall tonight, and it was bright orange.
Yeah, but they have a lot of room for.
So that'll do it. We won the game by 44 points. Final score is 85-41. Go Tennessee. Volunteers on the win.
Tennessee leads wire to wire 85-41. A very impressive night from Janiah Barker. 20 points, 12 rebounds for the senior. Middle Tennessee was led in scoring tonight by the sophomore Savannah Davis. She had 18 but fouled out early in the fourth quarter.
You can see the band.
Middle back in action on November 24th in the Emerald Coast Classic. And the Lady Vols will be back in action on the 23rd against Coppin State at the Food City Center. And Dylan is with head coach Kim Caldwell.
Uh-oh. We have technical difficulties over here. You can't hear it very well. Uh-oh.
Some technical difficulties there. I apologize to Coach and to Dylan. But looking back, 85-41. Tennessee leads from end to end, wire to wire here tonight.
And that's the band over there, I see.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, these are the games that they hurt in the moment because nobody wants to, you know, lose by 40 plus. But as you continue to look at the bigger picture of the overall season and what your, you know, your goals are, you have to break it down into what are you trying to do as a team and build as an identity and take those little pieces from this game. So, again, I would talk about the second half. I would talk about how they held them to one offensive rebound. And just continue to pour into the players like, hey, you know, Vargas, you had 4 offensive rebounds. You know, just being able to give them those positives, but then touch on the points of, like, we can't turn the ball over like this if we want to stay in games and we want to compete and win. And so those are the, again, just the learning curves of this, and you just gotta find a way to sugarcoat it, compliment sandwich it, and, you know, chalk it up and move on to the next one, because the games aren't going to get any easier.
And for Kim Caldwell, she told us coming into this game she wasn't happy with the way her team was playing. Maybe a little happier tonight, but I'm sure she's going to find some things that her team needs to work on.
Oh, absolutely. As a coach, I feel like that's literally your job. Yeah, I think in the interview process, they're like, okay, how are you going to tell me that something is wrong if everything is okay? But no, that's what you want in your coach. You want to find ways, even in wins, you can always find ways to get better. And, you know, but tonight, she's going to be extremely proud of the way her defense was able to translate into offense. So, you know, maybe she talked about it at halftime and they got a little lax and kind of started getting a little loose with the ball. So that's something I would tighten up, because it's like, yeah, tonight we got away with it, but when we go out here to UCLA or Stanford, we're not going to be able to get away with that.
For Dylan Simmons and Alicia Clark, I'm Jake Rose.
Well, that'll do it. We will see you next time. We will see our Tennessee Volunteers back at our home place at the Food City Center Arena one of these days. So for right now, we'll say good night and so long. And we will see you next time. And this has been a presentation of the ESPN. We'll see you next time.